Or a debate on whether this now settles the issue on intolerance. Well, the newly appointed Chief Justice of India, Justice T.S. Thakur, has termed the debate over alleged intolerance in the country as a political issue, assuring safety and security of all citizens. Justice T.S. Thakur has said there is no intolerance towards any community in the country and it would never happen till rule of law and judiciary is there to protect the citizens. Speaking at a function at his home, the CJI said so long as judiciary is independent, nobody needs to be scared of anything. He added, tolerance is the basic character of India and the country has been home to all religions. Even those who were persecuted in other countries have thrived in India.
देखिए, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के किसी जज का ऐसा बयान मुझे नहीं लगता है बहुत चीफ जस्टिस का बहुत सार्थक है। देखिए, चीफ जस्टिस को तब बयान देने चाहिए जब उनके पास कोई गुहार लेके जाए। चीफ जस्टिस की व्यक्तिगत राय ना कोर्ट की राय होती है, ना कानून की राय होती है, ना किसी संगठन या संस्था की राय होती है, ये उनकी व्यक्तिगत राय होती है। और हमारे इस देश में बहुत दिनों से जो हमारे जज हैं वो अपनी राय देने लगे हैं। आपका राय आपके कोर्ट के जजमेंट पे होता है। उसके अलावा एक सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज भी उसी तरह का एक सामान्य व्यक्ति है जो कोई और है।
Well, it's a matter of fact what the Chief Justice of India has said. A debate of intolerance which was initiated, particularly keeping Bihar elections in mind. Today the Bihar election is over. Those who had created this intolerance debate no more are speaking about it.
Well, the big question at 9 p.m. on this Sunday evening, has the CJI, the Chief Justice of India, put the debate on intolerance to rest? This is what we will be speaking and trying to get all voices and facets on this debate. Joining me now on the broadcast is Mr. KTS Tulsi. He is the member of Rajya Sabha and senior lawyer in Supreme Court. Also joining us is Ejaz Ilmi of the BJP. Let me come to you first, Mr. Tulsi. The Chief Justice of India speaking in his home, in fact, he said that there is no need to fear, and he also went on and said that India has been an extremely tolerant country. There is no intolerance towards any minority in this country. What do you make of these comments, sir? Does this also put an end to what we have been hearing again and again, the word intolerance and the debate around it?
You see, Chief Justice's statement is most welcome. It's very reassuring, and it all means that the Chief Justice is saying that so far as judiciary is concerned, there is no intolerance towards anyone. And so long as judiciary is independent, it is going to make sure that the minorities and the others will get equal rights. They will enforce these rights. But the Chief Justice also concedes in his statement that judiciary can't prevent crimes. For that, the political process has to take place. The Chief Justice is not endorsing the silence of the Prime Minister or the unwillingness of the Prime Minister to condemn the statements being made by the hotheads in his own party.
Okay.
Because the silence is taken as endorsement.
All right.
Now that's a different area altogether with regard to the debate of intolerance.
Let me put that to Ejaz Ilmi of the BJP. Mr. Ilmi, the BJP might want to use what the new Chief Justice of India has said to in fact attack those who have been returning the awards, those who have been talking about intolerance. But the key question is, does it end this debate, or the BJP, the ruling dispensation, needs to do much more so that people do have the faith, the minorities do have the faith that there is nothing to worry about?
Well, I'm glad this debate is happening. Mr. Tulsi is there and I'm there, and we both members of the minority community. We can debate this freely and openly in this country. It's very, very clear that this entire atmosphere, the spectre of mass violations of minority rights that is taking place in this country. It's definitely propaganda based. You go to 644 districts of this country, 6 lakh villages, you go to 200 towns and cities, not even forget millions or thousands or lakhs of people, even 20 people from one mohalla or kasbah haven't moved out because their neighbors are being intolerant. So obviously the reality on the ground is very, very different. Yes, there have been intolerant statements made by politicians across the board. There have been fringe elements, and the fact is that they've got a lot of space, and that can never be the mainstay, that can never represent what India is all about.
No.
We've lived together for centuries.
But before I take it back to Mr. Tulsi, before I take it back to Mr. Tulsi, Mr. Ilmi, the fact that there has been sort of silence from the top brass of the party, there has been silence from the Prime Minister. Many, and especially your opposition, has been taking it as some sort of a tacit approval. There have been time and again leaders, ministers, those who have made comments that do not go with the majority of the country.
No, we've had this debate ad nauseum repeatedly. There have been many spokespersons, senior leaders like Mr. Rajnath Singh, Mr. Arun Jaitley, who've been on record from day one on various individual incidents of grave, horrific crimes that have taken place in this country. We've come out in the open and said so. But if you want to give more space and more credence to the intolerant fringe,
yes,
which should be isolated within all political parties, then you're going to have this scenario. If the credence to the fringe is more important than to a large majority.
Mr. Tulsi, do you buy that argument? Mr. Ilmi saying that there have been condemnation of such statements, but is that enough? Shouldn't action have been taken?
There is zero condemnation. And Mr. Ilmi calls them a fringe. Now, if it is a fringe, if their own ministers are fringe, if their own ministers are going to equate a human being with a dog merely because he's a Dalit, then I'm sorry, this is going to create a lot of problem in the society. And who has condemned it? The Home Minister said in his statement in the Lok Sabha, the Home Minister said, yes.
Mr. Ilmi, let Mr. Tulsi complete and then I'll come back to you.
Yes, please.
Sir, please go ahead.
Yes, please.
I want to say that the Home Minister said that secularism is the most abused word in the Constitution. Now, he's outraged with secularism. He is not outraged by the intolerance. He is not outraged by the statement of his own chief ministers who have said Hindustan is for Hindus. Others can go wherever they want. Now, what kind of a statement is that? Is that a condemnation by the Home Minister? Home Minister, in fact, is endorsing the statement.
Mr. Ilmi, respond to what KTS Tulsi is saying.
Misused.
Yes. Ankit Tyagi and Mr. Tulsi, we are a socialist, secular, constitutional democracy. We have been for 70 years since the Constitution gave us that, and we shall remain so till time immemorial, irrespective of what anybody says. Let me assure you that any individual statements to the contrary, I mean, if you want to give credence to that, then you're definitely not understanding the ethos of this country. People can say all kinds of things because there's space for dissent in this democracy, but you can't change the basic, the structure that India is all about and where we've come from and where we are today.
Okay, Mr. Tulsi, very quickly, the CJI had also said that this intolerance debate has many political colors. There seems to be political colors to this intolerance debate. What do you make of this statement? And also to other Congress spokesperson, those who have been saying it should have been a personal statement by the Chief Justice of India, not something that he has said in the court, and hence he cannot just say that intolerance has been politically motivated.
No. Chief Justice is talking about intolerance in judiciary. But Mr. Ilmi, for whom I have great amount of respect, I want to say that he can't give the assurance to the country when Home Minister chooses to say secularism is abused. And unless the Prime Minister says something about the Home Minister, it will carry no conviction.
Okay.
Now, either the Prime Minister is unwilling to break his silence on the issue which is created by the Home Minister or by the Chief Ministers, or he is unable to do it. If he is unwilling to do it, that means he's endorsing the statement.
All
of the
right,
Home
all
Minister.
right. So the silence
If
of the
he's
Prime
unable
Minister
to
is
do
being
it-
questioned, Mr. Ilmi. Are we soon going to hear the Prime Minister speaking about it? Very quickly, sir.
We heard the Prime Minister speak on various occasions, and in the Parliament also he spoke on various occasions
All
that
right.
there's no substitute to pluralism and to
Not
our
on Home
diversity,
Minister.
and we have to celebrate that.
All right,
but if you
all right.
want to create an atmosphere,
I'm completely out
if
of
you want to
time
say
on
there's a
this.
siege
I'm
mentality
completely out of
and the
time. Would have liked
communities
to
are fighting,
get more time and
there are flames
continue
in
this
country,
debate. Thank
nothing
you
like
so
that
much,
is happening
Mr.
in this
K.T.S.
country.
Tulsi and Mr. Ijaz Ilmi.
Gangster and terrorist Don Dawood Ibrahim claims he has received a threat message from Dawood's aide Chota Shakil on Thursday. This after he had shown interest in buying.
नमस्कार, बहुत स्वागत है आपका। आप देख रहे हैं किस्मत कनेक्शन और मैं हूं आपके साथ शैलेंद्र पांडे। बात इसी चरित्र की होगी, इसी चरित्र के चक्कर की होगी कि आखिर कौन से ग्रह बनाते हैं आपको चरित्र